Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another video. I haven't made a video in a while, but I wanted to hop back on the channel and talk about some stuff. So this, what I'm trying to talk about is the Lil Wop situation. Basically, he got exposed for gooning in public. It was, out in a hotel basically, but not in his room. He was just in the hallway, and yeah, he was on his phone watching some Gooner material. So we're gonna get into that, but basically some background information about Lil Wop, because he's not the most well known. He has a very different image than most rappers that you see nowadays. So yeah, that's what he looks like basically. He was close with like Trippie Redd, and they would collab, and they had some pretty good songs together actually. And there's some good, pretty decent Lil Wop features on a few of Trippie Redd albums. But Lil Wop never really gained that same popularity, that same fame. He was always, pretty stuck within the underground, I'd say. He does have a lot of followers, but that might be more for his antics than for his music. So yeah, he wasn't well known for his music, but he still had some listeners, and his era kind of passed the whole Soundcloud era of like Trippie Redd and everyone. And more recently, he gained attention when he came out as like bisexual, and he actually got a lot of hate for this. And honestly, in my opinion, it shouldn't really matter. But yeah, he basically started like becoming a woman, and he even said he was like transitioning, and then they said nah, and they actually were like, I'm still a man, but I'm still dressing like this or whatever. So that's kind of what happened. And this is where a lot of people started to become aware of this artist, and started, like Lil Wop, started to gain some more recognition, name recognition, I guess. But they're really only known for this, they're not for their music nowadays. But yeah, and then they started an OnlyFans too, which is weird in my opinion. Like, I don't know, like his sound wasn't bad. I don't know why he had to start doing that. It's strange, I'm not gonna lie. But that's where we get to this current situation. And what happened was, the police footage was actually released, and in this footage, I'm not going to show you guys the whole thing, but I'll put some clips on it. Basically, you see these police officers approaching the building, and they go up and talk to some people, and they're asking these people about what's going on, because they hear there's a situation happening in this hotel building. And one person, this woman, is like, there's this man in there with a purple hoodie in the hallways doing some illicit, explicit things. And basically, yeah, they go up, the police, they talk to some more people. They ask one person, like, no, is he jerking off? And they were like, nah, he's just watching porn. So he's outside, he's in the hallway of a hotel room, with his phone out, gooning, basically. And the police, they approach him, they arrest him, they put him in the police car, and you can see all of this. And
yep, this is our winner. Sit back down.
Sit down.
Sit back down. Sit back down.
Oh, sit down? Which part you doing this if I sit down?
I'm just doing my thing, bro. What is your problem, dude?
I don't have a problem.
You're up here masturbating. Your pants were down.
No,
I just saw you.
And this picture of him where he's crying, he has purple hoodie on, babe hoodie, that kind of went viral a little bit, not that much, but no. And everyone was talking about, like, damn, the fall off is crazy. And yeah, it's a crazy downfall. I mean, I don't know how you could even end up in this situation. Like, if you're in a hotel, like, why are you not in your room? Why are you, if you're gonna do that, there's no reason to be out in the hallway doing those things. But actually, this reminds me of something that happened at my school. I'll tell a bit about that later, but let me stay on this topic. So yeah, they were in this, like, It's just strange. And I think my opinion is that, it's very influenced by mental health and also drug abuse. Like, and I'm not talking just like weed or whatever. We know these rappers are on hard drugs, cocaine, fucking perks. Just keep taking these drugs over and over again. Your mental state, deteriorates. Your just logic and your reasoning decreases, and then people just find themselves doing whatever. That's how you see these like tweakers when you go on a bus with, walking around like naked and shit, and just tweaking out, geeking out. They're on some hard drugs, and in addition to the current drug use, they have that whole mental deterioration that just builds up over time until they just become a zombie basically. Like, I'm not saying Lil Wop is at that level. Like, no, they're not at that level yet, but they're kind of leaning into it. Like, they're becoming, like, when people do these things, they're like manic, And there are these people that are like exhibitionists who go out and purposefully do these things, like the goonicide. I'm not gonna dive into that completely, and I actually talked about this on my podcast, so make sure to tap into that podcast. We're releasing episodes weekly. This person in the goonicide, they drove up in their car to a bikini barista, and they had no pants on, but they were kind of smiling. They were acting kind of nonchalant until the person, they noticed the person confronting them was filming, and additionally they were calling him out on his behavior.
So basically, like, this guy pulls up.
Yeah. Hi, how are you? Good. Have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Just pulls up to this place. I believe it's called Bikini Beans. Completely fucking naked. No.
And that's the point where, you could obviously see in his eyes, you realize, damn, I got caught. He drove away, and yeah, he killed himself because of that. In this situation, the offender, they look super out of it and just not know what's going on. So I feel like it's more of a tweaker situation and a manic situation than the exhibitionist side of things. You know what I mean? So yeah, honestly, it's just a sad situation, and hopefully he recovers from this and figures out their life, and like hopefully it just doesn't happen again. I remember this happened with, basically, he was on a plane and he just whipped it out. He just is on the plane, whipped it out, and that was because of drugs. So yeah, it's a unknown issue, but it happens. Basically, a story that happened in my school was, me and my friends, we were just like chilling, eating lunch on our lunch break, and we started to notice this kid. He would go to the bathrooms, and then we just like hear some noises in the bathroom. So over time, we would go in and just like investigate what's going on. We saw him, and he was on a urinal, and yeah, he was jerking off into the urinal in the middle of the bathroom. It was crazy. And we, again and again, every day at lunch, we'd go into the bathroom and we'd see what's going on, and we were just shocked, completely shocked. And more and more kids started to pick up on what's going on, and there was like a ton of observers just trying to catch this kid in the act. And honestly, I don't know how common that is. Like, if anyone's watching this and they've known similar things happen at their school or whatever, leave it in the comments, tell your story. But it just seems crazy to me, and I feel like it's gotta relate to mental issues. In that specific case, it's probably not drugs. It's just mental issues, stuff like that. It's sad, honestly, and I feel like, you gotta control your impulses. Make sure you don't become one of these people. It happens, so you gotta, keep track of your own life. But that's gonna be the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, see you in the next one.